you're just getting started booking shows, if you're just getting started performing and sharing your music, you may not have thought about these items to put in your gig bag. Number one, an extension cord. You do not know exactly where they're gonna put you. Things change, you get moved around. Sometimes they shift things based on where the residents are at, or maybe they quarantined a certain part of the building and now you need to play in the community room instead of the cafeteria like you thought. Whatever it is, you need to make sure you have an extension cord to get the power that you need for your amplifier, for your microphone, making sure that everybody can hear you, because if you have to do a set that's unplugged, it's really strenuous on your voice. I know from experience, you don't want to be in that situation, especially if you have multiple shows that day. Number two, you really want to make sure that you have a mini fan. A mini fan is really going to help you, not just with staying cool, but it's going to help you with the bugs if you're outside. I know this from experience. You're playing an awesome song, then a mosquito lands right on your ear. It's just, I don't need to explain to you how big of a distraction that is and how annoying it is when those little critters start nipping at you. So that little fan, getting that small breeze going past your head, really makes a huge difference for your comfort when you're doing a show and you want to perform your best for everybody that's watching you, everybody that's listening. You don't want to worry about the bugs. Number three, Ricola. Before the show, you want to have that Ricola. You obviously don't want to be having that particular snack during your show, especially if you play harmonica. That is not a good combination. You don't want to have anything in your mouth when you're playing the harmonica. Number three, I want you to carry extra batteries. In my acoustic guitar, I have a pickup that requires a 9-volt battery. I rarely ever change it. It doesn't go through a whole lot of energy to turn on, but you want to make sure that you have a spare in your gig bag, just in case. You don't want to have to ask the director for one more thing to help you out. And the chances are they don't have it and they got a million other things to think about, so you might have to do without it. So avoid that mistake. Bring a battery for your guitar, and also bring a battery if your microphone requires it, and also bring a battery for your tuner that you might put on the tip of your guitar on the machine head that senses the vibration from the acoustics and it tunes your guitar. A snark might be something that you use. You want to have a spare battery for that. They take those tiny little discs batteries that look like a tiny little Mentos little candy. Make sure you have a few extra of those. You want to be prepared for all the situations. And also, a spare battery on that little tuner definitely helps with being able to see that screen when there's a lot of reflection coming from the sun. Can't speak today. Reflection, something like that. Number four, I want you to bring your own chair. I want you to bring your own stool. It's one less thing that the activity director is going to have to give to you. Also, I found that when you're on a stool, it helps you with being able to move around quite a bit. I move around with my show quite a bit, and you don't want a chair with arms that bangs into the acoustic guitar. You also don't want to feel like there's anything constricting your playing. I like being flexible. I like having a little bit of movement, and maybe you do too when you're playing. Moving around a little bit makes a huge difference. Bring your own stool. Also, I bring 2 stools because I want to set my amp up on top of that, because I found that it's a whole lot easier if you need to make an adjustment when you're doing that sound check, just to turn to the side and your amp's at the same level as you, to make those adjustments with the highs and the lows and the chorus and everything that you need to adjust. It's right there. Just turn to the side and turn it on. I also want to encourage you that especially if you're playing a gig outside or wherever you're playing a gig, wear sweat wick clothing. Right now, I'm wearing a sweat wick t-shirt. This is extremely comfortable, it's flexible, and it really helps me to deal with times when I get overheated during a show. Sometimes when I make a mistake, I might get flushed in the face, I might sweat a little bit. Having that fan there makes a difference. Having sweat wick clothing makes a difference. All these things contribute to helping you perform your best. And being comfortable is a huge component when you're trying to do the best that you can. So, with these 5 tips and these 5 essential components, you put these in your gig bag and you're gonna have an awesome show. I hope that you have a lot of fun. I hope that you bring a lot of joy and a lot of cheer to the audience that you're playing for. Get out there, have fun, and looking forward to seeing you in the next video.